Hello, welcome to Fair Lady of the Loch. Thank you for joining me. Today we will be doing a full personal reading for Lady F. Now, Lady F, I have not read for her before, so this will be the first time. For those of you who have not seen me read, I read both the definitions of the cards as well as intuitively, allowing them to fall where they may, reading both uprights and reversals. Regardless of your religious or spiritual beliefs, you are welcome and respected here. Now, Lady F is going through a difficult time in her life, as is made clear right off the bat with this Five of Wands. Okay? Now, the Five of Wands, while yes, this is a battle that is being fought here, there is conflict, there is difficulty, this is something, however, that can be worked through. You can come through the other side triumphant, okay? While right now it feels like your world has caved in on you, your heart is broken, you have so many doubts and thoughts, demons of the mind, so to speak, that are coming in and trying to take over. So many questions. And you shared a little bit about what some of those questions are, and we will do our best to answer those. Okay, but right off the bat, this first card speaks of that difficulty. It speaks of that heartbreak and that heartache that you are struggling with and trying to find your way on the other side of. Okay. All right. I'm just feeling this card as well. Their next card here, this King of Cups, while the first card acknowledges the difficulty you are going through, this second card in the King of Cups is letting you know that this is not going to be the end all of your life, okay? This King of Cups, this overflowing, abundant, beautiful emotional energy, that milk and honey sort of feel, this comes following this to let you know that this is not how you are going to feel forever, okay? There is hope, there is light, there is life, and there is love after this heartbreak, all right? You are not alone, okay? See all these fairies surrounding here? You're not alone, okay? Now, I don't know what your beliefs are, Lady F, and so whatever I say that does not suit you, just leave it behind and take what does, okay? But this card is telling me that you're not alone on the other side. They are there for you. Reach out to them whenever you need strength and comfort, okay? The spirits, nature, the ancestors, and the divine are there for you. All right, now let's see what else they have to say to us. That is a beautiful bit of reassurance. While right now you are feeling quite broken, that King of Cups energy coming through to let you know that this is not forever is a beautiful thing to have, okay? All right, so we have the Knight of Swords, okay? We have the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the World. Okay, that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, let's see if they have anything else here they wish to share, and we will interpret the rest of these cards here. With the World there, I think that is your completion there. They usually have me draw more tarot cards, but here I think the message is going to be a fairly straightforward message for you. Okay, so we've spoken of the difficulty that you are going through and that there is hope and that you are not alone, okay? With this Knight of Swords, this reminds you that you are strong enough, okay? You are absolutely strong enough to get through this, all right? Lean on whatever faith or spiritual beliefs that you have. Lean on your own personal strength. Here we have with the horned bull a representation of the masculine divine energy, the All-Father energy here. And with the cranes here we have a representation of the All-Mother, the primordial, creative, feminine energy of the universe, okay? And here we have these rings, okay? There's a story I'd like to share with you that they are drawing to my mind. Now, I won't share with you all the details of it because it would give too much information away about myself and everything like that I don't wish to share. But my family is an old and ancient one. And they have a name for themselves in the old world that has a legend attached to it. And in this legend, there was a great knight, and he wished to win over the lady that he loved. And in order to do that, they had to have a tournament for her hand. And there was someone else who desired her hand as well. But she did not love him. She loved my ancestor. And he had to prove his worth, prove his value and his valor and his honor through this competition. And the lady in question was allowed to be the one who chose what competition that they went through. And she chose the rings because her love was very good at the rings. And in the end, and the reason I'm thinking there's 6 rings here, and that's part of the story here. And through valor, and through strength, and through skill, that knight won her hand, so that here I am before you today. In the question of love and the heartbreak that you are having right now, the message I am getting through sharing that story with you, Lady F, is that you are worthy, you are deserving of someone who is willing to put forth the effort for you, okay? Someone who is willing to do what it takes to be with you, okay? So while you're going through heartache and heartbreak right now, it will not be forever, okay? It will not be forever. There is a love for you that will do what it takes to be with you, that will put forth the work and the effort, okay? And I'm getting a thought in my head here that's telling me, as I'm saying this, you might think that it's too late, or you've been through too much, or there's some sort of doubt attached to that's coming through here. And I just want you to know that it's okay if you feel that way. It's all right. But in the end, you will heal, okay? And you will find someone worthy, all right? That is the key here. They have proven themselves to be worthy. A man of honor, okay? A man of valor, a man who will do what it takes, okay? All right. A man who is strong enough to slay his own demons and see past the ones that are within those he loves. Okay. So that's a really strong, beautiful, passionate energy coming from that. So many messages just from this one card. The Page of Pentacles is showing a spiritual beginning, a new understanding of your own personal power, perhaps coming through from this. I'm kind of getting a message, and forgive me if I'm wrong here. I'm kind of getting a message here that you've sacrificed bits and pieces of yourself over the years for your husband, your partner that you were with. And it's something that we often do, when we care about someone. We tend to surrender bits and pieces of ourselves to make them happier. It's not a judgment, it's just a fact. We as a species, especially women specifically, tend to do that for those that we love. We put ourselves in a box. We don't prioritize ourselves. We put all the others around us before us. And so here is a reminder to put yourself first, okay? Get to know yourself outside of the context of your marriage. And I am so sorry that what happened, okay? I know you have a lot of questions, and we will do our best to answer those questions, okay? But right now, the spirits, the ancestors, and the divine very much want to remind you of the beautiful, powerful woman that you are, okay? And they want you to tap into that energy, get to know yourself, learn to live for yourself outside of the sacrifices that you made for your marriage, okay? And with that comes a new emotional beginning. So whether this new beginning that you're going to seek out within yourself, I'm seeing spiritual here, I'm seeing a new financial, material beginning as well, okay? And maybe even some insight into past lives. Now, if you don't believe in that, that's fine. You can ignore what I'm saying. But I am getting some insight into past lives that you will be obtaining in the future, okay? But with that new insight, with that new concentration on your own gifts, your own internal space, there's a new emotional beginning here, okay? And with that new emotional beginning, you're also going to have a deeper spiritual connection and a deeper understanding. See those runes of knowledge? And what this Ace of Cups in my deck represents is the Gundestrup Cauldron. Now, the Gundestrup Cauldron is oftentimes used to discuss a mythology of the Tuatha dealing with the Dagda, which is the Celtic version of the Allfather, right? So, and with his cauldron, it would never ever run out. It could provide for everyone under his care. And this emotional new beginning, okay, this overflowing abundance of love and beauty and understanding, and I'm picking up some joy energy here for your future as well. It is overflowing. It is abundant. And this tells me that while right now you are in some serious emotional pain, okay, very serious emotional pain, it will not drown you, all right? You will not suffocate underneath its weight. You will emerge, all right, in a new emotional beginning. And you have that capacity, as is shown here by the Queen of Cups, all right? This is emotionally abundant. This woman here, she gives off all mother energy. Very abundant, very loving. But look at her at peace in this situation, okay? You have multiple water energies here, so it may benefit you to spend time in nature near the water. Perhaps meditate, find peace in that, okay? But I am definitely getting here a woman who through time and healing, because look at that beautiful blue, that blue healing color there, okay? Through time and healing, you will overcome this and step into a more abundant, emotional, stable environment, okay? But this isn't something that you have to do alone. And the Three of Pentacles is reminding you that there are others in your sphere, friends who value you and love you, have been through heartache themselves, okay, that will walk with you through this difficulty. The Three of Pentacles is an energy of working together towards a goal, okay? So reach out to those that you love and that you trust. You don't have to go through this alone, okay? Friends, loved ones, family are there to help us get through these situations. And you do have some, at least two others in your sphere who understand this heartbreak that you are going through and can be there for you, okay? Now the Eight of Pentacles also has some water energy here with the symbols on these rocks. But this is the mastering of a craft. This is a mastering of oneself, of one's skill, okay, of one's abilities. There's an owl here in the tree representing wisdom and knowledge, okay. There is a fox here in the background. It can give a bit of a sly energy there. But you see this person here? While others may be watching and observing, and I'm almost getting an energy of a man who is sometime in the future going to look back at what he's done, regret it, but it will be too late. He'll have done something that he cannot undo because you will have moved on and you will have built a better life for yourself. And they will see that and they will regret what they've done. But that's not for you to worry about. You worry about you. You take care of you, okay? They will suffer the consequences of what they have chosen. They have treated you with dishonesty and slyness. And that is something that will come back to them in a karmic way. But by the time they realize that what they've done is to their own detriment, you will have moved on. You will have mastered this heartbreak. You will have mastered this heartache, and you will have come into yourself. And you will have obtained a far greater love and a far better knowledge of who you are outside of that heartache. Okay? All right? And then that is backed up by the world. The world represents harmony and completion, wholeness. Okay? And see the sunbeam shining through there? That's just a beautiful energy of harmony, completeness, joy. All right? You have the strength. You have the ability to endure. And you have the ability to come through far better than when you started. All right? You are free. You have been set free to find your deeper self. And you will. You absolutely will. And you have the strength of the All-Father and the All-Mother there beside you and helping you, and the ancestors. Okay? All right. So this first grouping here clearly really wanted to drive home that this is not the end for you, okay? That you will be okay, all right? This just really wanted to let you know that, and I hope that that helped. Okay, now we're going to focus on your questions that you had about why this happened, okay? And with the Eight of Wands, we see the goddess Maka, as also in other mythologies, could also be references of Epona, running, right? She's running, she's free, she is running towards the life that she's meant to have. And look at how she's surrounded by the runes of knowledge. Okay, she's running towards that better future. Okay, so part of the reason why this happened is because there is a different future meant for you than what you had. All right, so that is one aspect of this. All right, something that outside of that you would not have been able to see or achieve if you had remained as you were. All right. Okay. Then with that moving forward, there's a focus on balance. Okay, balancing your emotions, balancing the actions that you take. This is very much about forward action, moving forward with balance. The light and the dark, the masculine, the feminine, the yin and the yang. Okay? So a strong energy there about moving forward into the future that you were meant to have. Okay. Now, when you were asking a question about was there another person? With this Lover's card, the answer is yes. Okay. There was another person. I'm also getting the message of a bit of a midlife crisis energy as well. A winter of the heart. It had nothing to do with you. I know that it feels like it did. And a marriage takes two, okay? None of us are perfect, ever. But in this particular case, this was about him, not about you. Okay? I know that that may not help, but I hope that it does. You are meant for something else, something better. Okay. I'm sorry to have to answer that question for you with an affirmative to having someone else in their life, but that's really coming through quite clearly with the Lover's card there. Now, with the Seven of Pentacles, in this particular deck of mine, it represents a child who does not see the ugly, but only sees the beautiful, right? So there's a focus here on wanting you to see the positive aspects of what this change will bring into your life, instead of focusing on all of the things that are negative or that you are missing. They're wanting you to focus on the positives that it brings to your life. Okay. I don't know what your material world is like. I don't know about your financial situation and how you balanced that with your husband, or if you have children. Although I am getting a bit of a vibe here about somebody having a child. Let me know what that is. I could be picking up on something else, but there is a vibe for that. You let me know, okay? But there is a reassurance that this child, whomever it is going to be okay. If that does not relate to you, then leave it behind. But it's also a message that financially you will be okay, all right? You'll be okay, and you'll find a way to get through this. But just really strongly, they're encouraging you to focus on the positive that comes from this change in your life. Okay. and to not be lost in the negative aspects of it all. With the Queen of Swords, this is showing a thawing of the ice, right? A thawing of the snow. You see the blooming crocuses there, and with the thawing of the winter, always comes the spring. Okay, with the passing of time and healing and thawing of the ice that has fallen upon you in your time of being brokenhearted. There will come the spring. There will come a new beginning. It'll take time, okay? It's not going to happen overnight. But you have within you that capacity. You really are a beautiful individual. And I think right now you may be doubting just how wonderful and beautiful you are. But I want to reassure you that that is not the case, that you should not be doubting it, that you are beautiful, that you are strong enough, you are powerful enough to get through this situation. All right, we're going to move these up just a little because there's some cards that plopped out here all together. Okay. Not only will you that thaw and heal, but you will also be able to help others in the future. Others who have gone through this pain and difficulty, others who have lost someone that they loved. You will have that ability to share that empathy and that compassion with others. The Six of Cups is not only having enough emotional abundance for yourself, but enough for others as well. It's a beautiful thing to do with your pain, to be there, show compassion and empathy for others who have also suffered loss. The Nine of Wands in my deck has a special meaning of no longer needing to hide who you are. You see this person hiding back there, right? And then you see this guy, he's out there facing come what may, okay? So the message here is, no longer hiding who you are, but stepping into and being true to your innermost self. Okay? And while it can be difficult, right? The Two of Swords is about making a difficult choice or enduring someone else's choices, right? And you may, with this half-hidden moon, you may not know all the answers. You may never know all the answers, exactly what happened, okay? And you're being forced to endure someone else's choices, okay? And that is painful, and that is lonely, and that is difficult. But it is not where you will remain. With the sun coming out in this reading, not only do you have Cornunus here with the stag-like masculine divine energy here, but you have the sun, which is one of the best possible cards you can get in the deck, okay? This is beauty, this is joy, this is fulfillment, all right? This is accomplishment. And this coming out, at the time I'm doing this reading, we just went through the summer solstice, known as Letha to some, or Midsummer to others, okay? And in the Norse tradition, you have the goddess Suna, which represents the sun. And no matter what difficulties she faces, she's been, her and her brother are being chased by wolves to be devoured, right? But she keeps going. She keeps going. She keeps shining her light upon the world, no matter what else may be going on, okay? So even during this time of pain and heartache and heartbreak, the beautiful light that is within you is still shining for the world to see, okay? And you are making a difference in this world just by being in it. Just by being in it, and your energy interacting with others with that loving light, you are making a difference. Okay? That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I hear you. I hear what you're saying there on the other end. It's hard to imagine that loving, beautiful light energy right now, when you feel like this 10 of swords, like you have been stabbed every which way, like the pain inside could rip you asunder. It feels like the end of so much, but it's not, okay? It is the end of one timeline and the beginning of another, a more abundant timeline for you. But until that day comes, when you are healed and you are ready for the sun to come out once again for you, rest. This Four of Swords is about rest. Take care of yourself, okay? Don't fret and worry about this other person. They do not matter, okay? Do not fret and worry about why he chose the way that he chose to live, the way he chose to be, how he chose to end it. Those were his choices, okay? His choices he will have to live with. And there are karmic repercussions. I see it here. But for you, okay, rest. Put his choices behind him. Don't waste your energy on him, okay? You rest so that you are ready. You heal so that you are ready for when that sun comes out upon the morrow, all right? Now, you had a question about why did he try to make love to you the day before and then leave you the next day? It was a goodbye. Okay, it was a goodbye. And some small part of him may have hoped to change his mind or rekindle something. But there is someone else in his mind. I will not speak to what is in his heart, but there is someone else in his mind. And you don't deserve that. Okay? You do not deserve that. What you deserve is someone who will do whatever it takes to be with you, who loves you with such a fiery passion that there is no one else. Okay? That's what you deserve. And you will have it. The sun will come out. Okay? Sorry about the dogs. All right. Now, if you have any further questions or need clarification on anything about the cards here, let me know and I will do a bonus reading to answer those questions and clarify. Okay? Now, I will pull some oracle cards for you. We'll start with the Moonology deck for advice, comfort, encouragement. Okay? And first off, we have you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. This is my favorite card in this whole deck. When I get this card, I breathe a giant sigh of relief. It's just like, thank you. Thank you. Okay? So first and foremost, the energy they want you to know is you and your loved ones are safe. Okay? So that's not something that you need to worry about, all right? You and your loved ones are safe. And you know what? That seems like such a strong, complete message in and of itself. I don't think they have another one from this deck for us. So we're going to pull one from the White Light Oracle by Alana Fairchild. This has encouragement, affirmations, confirmations, and healing processes. And I will photograph all of this and send it to you in a Word document report, okay? So that you have the meanings of these cards there for yourself. Okay, and I am getting this one, and this one. Okay, so we will start with number 24, Alpha of Alcyon. Okay, Alpha of Alcyon, number 24. A positive twist of fate and a windfall of good fortune are destined for you. Brightness and hope will alleviate negativity and give you the strength to find your way through a time of adversity or challenge. Finally, we will experience peace, love, and deep connection with your true self and the universe. Good things are on their way to you. That's a beautiful message. Excellent message. And it went right with our tarot reading, didn't it? Number 41, Alabaster Tablet of Layla. We'll read number 41. Alabaster Tablet of Layla. You are remembering at a soul level. You are tapping into greater awareness, and an understanding of your highest life purpose shall become even clearer to you. This may evoke unsettling change within you, but that change is necessary for a new way to manifest. You are protected and guided at all times, especially when you feel uncertain about your course. You are truly loved. That is absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad that you got that message. That is a beautifully stunning one. Now, number 20, Spirit of Owl of 852 hertz. It may benefit you to listen to music at 852 hertz. And we've had the owl representation in your cards twice now, so there may be something there about a spirit animal that you could lean on. Recalibration to a higher order of divine purpose is in progress. It is not always a smooth ride, but it is safe to be fearless as you gently hold space for new ways of thinking, living, and seeing to emerge. You are encouraged to let go of opinions and belief systems that cannot support you in higher frequency states. You shall soon recognize a truth that cuts through confusion and frees you to proceed with love, peace, and higher understanding. Okay, so you will understand and you will know the truth. And then finally, number 28, Epsilon Modulation. Oh, I dropped a card. I'll pick that up in a minute. Okay. Gather your energies and go within to regenerate. Let your actions match your inner rhythms, rather than trying to force yourself to keep pace with external cues. Commit to your own natural timing and pace. As you ground and connect to your center, you will realize your spiritual power to be at cause in any situation of concern. You have such goodness and light within you. Let go of shaming or blaming. Embrace the spiritual beauty within. That is a beautiful, beautiful message. And while that card had to do with resting and restoration, the one that fell on the floor from your tarot reading was the card of rest. So I do believe there's some emphasis there on that resting and taking care of yourself. Okay? Your oracle messages are just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I will photograph them and send them to you so that you can read them for yourself. Okay? I hope that you found this message to be helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments. As I said, if you have any further questions or need of clarification or have more concerns, please let me know, and I will do a bonus reading to clarify and answer those for you. For anyone who is interested in a full reading with me, you can find me at fairladyoftheloch.etsy.com, where I will do a full tarot and oracle reading, as well as a rune reading and a crystal energy consultation. So this concludes part 1 of your reading with the tarot and oracle. Part 2, which will be in a second video, will do the rune reading and your crystal energy consultation. Lady F, please remember that you are not alone in this, okay? No matter what is going on in your life, there are others who have endured this as well and can be there for you, all right? Remember, you are beautiful, inside and out, okay? You are loved no matter what, okay? And you have the strength to get through this, all right? And you have that love light inside to guide you in the way that you need to go, all right? I'll see you in the next video. Love you. Bye.